Oh, hi. Alright, everything's working, right? Microphone is working. It should be, I hope. Uh, a constant fear. I am using a webcam again. Because it works. It barely works, and I know I'm sure I look a little odd. This is honestly the very best I could make it. But good morning, Doc. Good morning, Hazy. Good morning, anybody else, or good evening, or whatever is most appropriate. Thanks for being here. How is your day going so far? I think some of us just came out of Top Dog stream. It was, gosh, just yeah, that Breath of the Wild, some nice vibes to start your day with. Watching that always makes me want to just play Breath of the Wild. I don't really follow through on that, but it really makes me want to do it. Very fun game, though. I mean, I loved my first playthrough of it, and I will replay it again at some point. Hey, Sionlu, good morning. Good afternoon, I think, actually. But, you know, good morning from me. Good evening to you. How's it going? And yeah, stream title, what you're working on Wednesday, that's kind of the idea. If folks are working on anything, either on your island or outside of it, you know, in real life, you're just working on waking up, yeah, there you go. That is something to work on. And relates to answering that question. How am I feeling today? I'm feeling okay, I suppose. I've been sleeping a tiny bit better. Not as well as I'd hope, you know, still, but better. And that's something kind of to celebrate. And hey, Oki, good morning to you. And you know, generally I do say and feel like I have no real complaints at this point. I have, you know, my stuff I have to deal with, but I'm relatively healthy. Still have some work coming in, which I will be, you know, well, you all know the story I think by this point, but be heading out at the usual time to get started on that. Look at that gray arcade seat, I love it. Thanks to everybody who sent me one of those. I truly appreciate it. Oh, I hear you, Hazy. Top Dog's voice is wonderful. Yeah, I mean, one with the time difference and their streaming schedule, when Top Dog does like their morning streams, they end up being like late night streams for me. And so, yeah, a couple times just falling asleep to that extremely relaxing vibe and voice has been, well, no complaints. And hey, Mars Girl, good morning to you. I need to remember to drop this painting for D to donate. That's not like super important, just me being a little tiny bit particular. Little tiny bit. And in terms of what I'm working on, I might do more of this, but I might just, I don't know, I could switch over to D and do stuff on that character. That's also, I mean, it's my plan always at some point. And, you know, donate that, for instance. What color is this? That is black, that's cool. Yeah, today, I mean every day, but today in particular, I'm very, very curious about what you folks in chat are up to. If you've got island plans, island projects, island dreams, or, you know, something else you're working on, you want to share an interesting assignment or a troublesome project. Now we have CJ here today. Is there any reason for, I guess if I wanted to start doing increasing, oh, I need to make a new shovel, that's a thing, huh? I might just go buy one, honestly. No, we got some trees around. I think I need hardwood to craft myself a new shovel. Eating a cupcake before getting back to study, that sounds like an extremely good thing to do. I haven't had a cupcake in such a long time, I think, but I do love them. Have more muffins these days, which I don't think are necessarily healthier. Like, I think that possibly they can be, but I think that's sort of the funny thing is it's more kind of just a matter of taste on what kind of pastry, confectionery, substance you prefer. I feel like studying is all you do nowadays. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That sounds, I mean, it sounds like you're feeling an imbalance there. I mean, that's not good. I really hope that you feel like you can get some rest, make some time for other interests. And hey, Queen Claire, good morning. So good to see you. Good morning a lot. Absolutely. I'll make myself another axe, I think. Your excuse is you made it, you're allowed to eat them. I think that's definitely a good workaround. If you have trouble otherwise, you know, giving yourself permission to eat a cupcake, which I think I can understand. I'm definitely of the opinion that it's important to treat yourself in moderation and like really, you know, I mean really in moderation. It's quite important in all things, but especially like just to keep treats being good, keep them effective. Yeah, definitely. I know I had to go through a learning curve as a independent person living on my own of like, oh, I can just buy candy and cookies and hey Sheep Squad, how you doing? Good morning, I think. Possibly not morning. Good afternoon or evening if more appropriate. What are you working on today? If anything. I'm just curious, that's what I'm asking, folks. But yeah, I definitely had to learn that I could buy these things and have these things, and then if I wanted to really enjoy them, then I had to learn how to, you know, just ration out the treats for myself, basically. Which I think I've gotten, you know, it really has taken years, but I think I've gotten better at that self-discipline. Working on nothing today, hey, I hear you. That's important sometimes. Whether that's like a deliberate choice or just a matter of circumstances. Being able to do nothing is a separate skill on its own. Gelato, I think that's what that's going for. Can we make gelato? I mean, I believe it's possible, but we should try. And I guess, yes, so I've mentioned the first part of the stream title in terms of stream announcements. The other part is that I'm planning a second stream today, probably at around 5:30 my time, Eastern Daylight Time. But I just want to get some Rocket League in, and I'll be inviting any folks with Switches, or really Switches, PS4, or Xbox will be welcome and invited to join me. Provided that the Rocket League servers are holding up, which, hey, fingers crossed. Not sure how big today's free-to-play launch is, or is going to be, but it does mean that, yeah, it'll be a free download across the current generation of consoles, rather. And also, for, I think, PlayStation and Switch havers, you don't need the online subscription to play once it goes free to play. And let me catch up on chat there. Download's still recovering, but you feel a lot better. I'm so glad to hear that. Hope you've been doing schoolwork from 8 to 5. Feel like you're still not making progress. That sounds so frustrating. I'm sorry to hear that. And again, you know, for folks who are really just in that school zone, in that education zone, my best wishes, and I hope you can get those breaks in, get that rest in that's so important, and, you know, find a way where at all possible to just make time for something that makes you happy. You know, something that puts a smile on your face or makes you laugh. I know that can be hard to do, but, you know, maybe you can reach back to an old favorite movie or TV show or something. And Sheep Squad you're in? Awesome. Great. Yeah, I'll be down for pretty much anything in Rocket League when I'm on later. You know, we can either queue up as a party for, like, casual games. I probably won't want to do competitive, I will say that. You know, that's just, honestly, I take when I go into the competitive playlist, I think I do take it a little bit more seriously. And, oh, I meant to upgrade this. And, I'm definitely going to be all about having fun. So yeah, queuing up casual playlists, or the Rumble, or the alternate modes, or doing a private matches, where we can mess around with the mutators and set our own arenas and things like that. That can be a ton of fun. Ideally, we'd have, like, at least 4 people total. But, yeah, we'll see. And, you know, if we end up with more people, I think it maxes out at 8 in a match, basically. And then people can spectate. We'll just rotate out in some kind of fashion. Should be able to join the stream later. Will be 10 p.m., but most likely be awake. Well, don't push yourself. Be happy to have you if you are awake. But yeah, sleep is so very important. I know I talk a lot about the importance of sleep, but I really, like, these days I plan my days top down, kind of around being in bed at a certain time and getting a good rest. That's me. It's something I kind of have to do, but I think it can be a good practice. And hey, McDuffie, 2008, welcome to the stream. Good morning, or possibly good afternoon. The question I'm asking everybody as they're coming in, and feel free to respond as you like, or ignore the question entirely, but what are you working on? You know, if you're working on anything in a game, any game, or something in real life, I'm interested to hear. I'm just doing these rounds kind of out of routine habit. Still waking up a little bit. Clearing some of the fog out of my head. Still kind of going through the stream announcements. So Oki made a discovery by trying to give BF 99k bells. Oh my goodness, but he doesn't like taking the bells, so what, he separated all of it out in 100 bell increments all around the island. Wow. Boyfriends and their pranks, it's something. It's and we got a channel point reward in there. Alright, let me grab a new hat here. These are gonna look pretty weird with how my camera is, so my apologies. But I have to admit, I was kind of overselling how many hats I have. I overestimated. I need to go back to my parents' old house, and I think I can get more hats there. I know I can get more hats there. But here, this is my Bella Fleck and the Flecktones baseball cap from a concert I went to 17 years ago? 16 years ago? Somewhere around there. Let me mark that as complete. And we do have a new... we have a new channel point reward. So McDuffie's working on making your farm into something new. That sounds awesome. I really, that's what I'm thinking about, like, decorating next on my island as a feature, is making a little farm area. I think with, with where I am in real life, it is becoming fall. Wait, no. It is fall? Wait, was yesterday the first day of fall? I think yesterday was the first day of fall. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, I suppose, Northern Hemisphere only for that one. But Fleck, yeah, Bella Fleck and the Flecktones are an amazing band. Do you have any interest in bluegrass music whatsoever? Bella Fleck is someone you should know about. Very, very arguably the greatest living banjo player. As far as I know, I'm a little out of touch with the banjo scene, and I say that completely seriously. I used to... was trying to teach myself banjo for a bit. Still have it. Posture check and hydrate, thank you for that one. It was the first day yesterday. How about that? Happy fall to folks where appropriate. Thank you for that, I need that water. And we got one more in there, alright, and what I'm trying to do is mute that key phrase. What are the ingredients of pizza?
I found 5 on the website papajohns.com. Pizza ingredients. Fresh dough. Unbleached enriched wheat flour, water, sugar, soybean oil, salt, yeast. Cheese. Hard skim mozzarella cheese, modified food starch, sugarcane fiber, whey protein concentrate, sodium citrate. Pizza sauce. Thin crust. And finally, gluten-free dough.
That wasn't totally a proper answer, but I mean, just saying, like, pizza dough is not... it's using the word in the definition, I feel like. Also, what, sodium citrate? I don't know if you need to make pizza with that. Maybe I'm wrong. I've never made a pizza from scratch myself. What's on my dock? I've got a few things on my dock. I've got a custom pattern that I partly took from online, and I actually have a bot command to share the design codes for that. But I saw this great, like, Pride, and I just added a couple stripes myself. And then I have, like, a record box, record player, and sometimes I just sit out here. It's been a while, but yeah, sometimes I come out here and sit and listen to the music. Those are the design codes for anybody interested. And Xianlu, I'm so sorry to hear that. I can, for long periods of my life, years and years of my life, I had that problem of, you know, just actually kind of avoiding looking at myself in the mirror. Just, you know, I'm not sure what I can say, except I hear you. I see that. I hope, I mean, that it, for me, it was definitely just a symptom of, I mean, not just a symptom, but it was a symptom of, like, larger self-esteem and mental, you know, mental health issues. A lot of problems I was having that were not being addressed, that I was not getting the help I needed with, or for various reasons, various circumstances. And I just, yeah, it took a lot of work on a lot of sort of fronts, and just a lot of time for me. That's cool, thank you. Yeah, and Lemony Cobra, not here at the moment I don't think, but also contributed some stripes. And while I'm doing bot stuff, that's like the only other kind of thing I have to talk about in terms of streaming. Wait, let me get turnip prices here. I did forget to check yesterday afternoon. My apologies, down to 108. I bet it spiked yesterday afternoon. I'm sorry, I can't remember kind of anything after, like, after the morning stream, and then after, if I actually have, like, a good amount of work at the day job, then I have very little mental room in the evening. I honestly, I pretty much zone out after, like, 7 p.m. I'm basically useless. I can do creative things and I can do fun things, but in terms of, like, I almost have to be careful not to do work, like anything work really important, or just anything I need to remember. Gotta save it for the daylight hours when I'll remember. My gates are not open at the moment, Sheep Squad. I can't open them with this character I'm playing as. If I'm playing as this little gray dupe, this is B. This is my secondary character. And I kind of forgot what I'm doing with them at the moment. But I don't have a Nintendo Online subscription with this profile. So I have to switch over to my main one to do any multiplayer stuff. I'm going to drop this painting for myself. I'm going to use the vanity in here, and then I can switch over though. Feel guilty for eating that cupcake. I'm sorry about that, Seonlu. For whatever it's worth, you know, I can't absolve you of that, but I don't think you should feel guilty. I think you should feel good about making that cupcake. And, I don't know how to put things well sometimes. But, I hope you can just enjoy, you know, the moments of pleasure that it gave you, and appreciate them for, like, appreciate yourself for, you know, giving yourself something to enjoy. That might sound very circular. And I'm trying to get at some kind of thing there. But, yeah, Sheep Squad, I can open my gates up in a little bit. I don't mind doing that at all. Just looking to hang out. Check out Abel's Sisters. I'm just curious. Doesn't have to be for any particular reason. I think that's really all I wanted to do here. Being really depressing? Oh, no apology needed on my end. And for what it's worth, I sympathize, I feel for you. But you know, you're not like putting, you know, you're not putting me down. You're not getting me down. I really do. I wish the best for you. And as always, I hope that this stream can be a comfortable place. Why do you bake cookies and cook bacon? That's funny. That's like a really good variant of the, why do you park in a driveway and drive in a parkway, right? Yeah. These are, did I already go to the Nook stop to get my, bonus miles? I think that's the last thing I want to do as this character. And I did already. Alright, I guess I'll just see, do I want to get any of these at this point? There's, like, not really any reason to. But I just might as well, since I'm staring at it. Wait, that wasn't, was that a... Okay, wanted to make sure that wasn't actually a question for Google. Sometimes that's, like, sometimes feels like the most embarrassing thing I do on stream sometimes. It's like, oh no, that was a question for the Google. That was not a question for me. Alright, I'll switch over and then I can do multiplayer stuff as well. Oh, I think I was gonna go for that gold spot, but that's not a big deal. Yeah, probably I mean, yeah, the last thing I was wanting to talk about with stream news is that I did replace the bot I was using, the Twitch chat bot, which probably not initially going to be very exciting at all for folks. The main difference that you see is just that it does should be red text, I think, on most people's screen, just to make the bot stand out a little bit more when it responds to things. I had been using Streamlabs CloudBot, which it's a nice service. I mean, they offer some really useful things for free. But during, you know, I mean, I'll try to put this kind of as concisely as possible. You know, it has some features that I haven't used as much. And in particular, the queue feature. And I figured, you know, that'll be there at some point if / you know, when I need it. These streams are just, you know, low activity enough still, just a small enough crowd, which hey, I'm not saying that in a bad way at all. I quite enjoy it. It's really good for, like, me and keeping this as a manageable thing for me. And you know, just having a few people in here in the morning. I don't know, I like a small crowd. And it means a lot to me. You know, no worries to folks anytime you need to do something else or be somewhere else. Of course. Anyway, so I've never needed to use the queue feature. But while I was, you know, just moderating Queen Claire's stream yesterday, I noticed the problem, you know, before, I think, of it seeming to not have like a list position function so people can tell where they are in the queue. And I was basically waiting, you know, one of those times where I imagine a lot of freelancers might know this particular annoyance of like, you know, you've got your billable hours, but you can't really bill like waiting for an email. But you kind of need to be just sitting there staring at your email until it comes in so that you can start working on it. So, you know, it's like being on the clock without any kind of compensation. It stinks. So that's kind of, I mean, that's kind of how I spend a certain amount of hours every day. Really wish I had more work coming in, but that's a whole separate topic. Have I ever tried chocolate-covered pretzels? Yes, they're delicious. I love them. What am I doing? I'm just wandering. Why don't I open my gates up? And then I can wander around more. See if I can find a crafting villager, etc. So, anyway, while moderating Queen Claire's stream, I started messing with the Streamlabs Cloud bot over on my chat, and just with like my main account and my secondary account that I use for bot stuff. And I could not make it work. It's, you know, not that I trusted Queen Claire that, you know, went through all of it. She's got a good stream setup. You know, but sometimes I gotta see it for myself. I don't have time for this, Opal, I'm sorry. I don't have space in my brain for a new greeting. But I'll try to be ready for the next one. And so, yeah, basically Streamlabs has, like, on the CloudBot page, you can click over to where it tells you how to set up the commands, like, to do this, to tell you position and next people in the queue, and just doesn't work. I was kind of going on about this to Mars Girl yesterday, and she was like, you know, somebody should tell Streamlabs, you know, I wonder. And yeah, I feel like maybe I'll try to send an email or something. I should have taken screenshots in hindsight. Probably not going to bother going through all of that again to get my like 2 accounts active and testing it. Anyway, long story short, I do figure I'll want or need a bot queue at some point. So I had a couple bookmarks from a few weeks ago of other Twitch bots I was looking into. And I went and got another one set up for myself. Just has a few extra features as well. So Oki's mom makes chocolates. You've been helping her since you could walk. Sick of any chocolate that isn't Hershey's. Interesting. I went to Hershey Park once. That was cool. I love chocolate. Oh, heck. I forgot one thing before I started here. Gates are open though, and I'll put up... I'm gonna post it up in chat in one moment. I'm trying to save myself a few keystrokes. There we go. FRBD7. Yeah, so the bot is basically... I made sure it does all the same stuff. And then it has a few new things that we'll see how much we end up using. Boy, my camera does every time I look at the preview. On the camera front, I did see the, you know, I guess I'll just use this webcam as long as I have to, and occasionally experiment with my lighting and filters and things to see if I can improve the quality at all. But the better solution that I had been using before that just doesn't seem to be working now, it was a plugin so that I could use a phone as my camera, and it's actually getting a pretty big update soon, and a pro, like a paid pro level. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. The pro mode should offer like a 1080p, which I'm really curious to try that out. That could be pretty nice. I mean, if nothing, like even if I have to keep using the webcam, you know, it could bump up the show and tell segment if I can, you know, even momentarily use a better camera and, you know, full HD image quality on my trinkets and things. Yeah, yes please. And welcome Matthew. Welcome Sheep Squad from Hyrule. Just check my phone here. Okay, nothing else there. Now let's see, so one of the new things that the bot can do, and I'm still kind of thinking about all the potential for this, but it should, oh that's, yeah. Well, I have to do the actual thing, don't I? So we got some audio features now. And I'll need to set up a listing of that. There's actually a few audio commands that are currently they're set to be available to VIPs and subscribers. And we'll just see how that goes. I wish I could make them channel point rewards, but that doesn't seem to be, at least at this point, I don't see a way to hook those two things up together. But there is a new channel point reward for the emote only chat, and that's actually, that's done by the bot. Oh, is that just available for everyone? That's interesting. Yeah, that's a freebie there, Matthew. In theory, you weren't supposed to be able to activate that. Let me check the settings on that one. Huh. Nice, interesting. Well, I'll have to, I'll have to see how that works. Interesting. Hello, welcome to Glossmount. But yeah, that will be fun, I hope. Might be able to set up some other good... I mean, the very exciting thing about it is I discovered I can just set my own audio, and welcome. I'm sorry, I missed the second entrant here. But welcome to Glossmount. Please help yourself to the, you know, the free items over here. Have dwindled. My goodness, I should have dropped my other recipes here. Let's see, maybe I have another one. Oki, it's the reading that's slowing down your work. Should you just skip it? You know, I can't tell you what's best there at all. You know, really depends on how important it is. If it's the kind of thing where you really do need to have Reddit to show up to class, you know, that's a set of circumstances that, you know, harder to do in that situation. But with how, I don't know, that's definitely a decision you have to make. I know I've skipped reading before when I've been under real pressure. There was like one school year in particular where I basically taught myself to speed read so that I could get through material like quickly enough, and very much discovered the the downsides of speed reading being just don't remember anything of it. Yeah, stressful times, and you know, you do what you need to do to take care of yourself. That really, I know people maybe pay a lot of more lip service to self-care these days, but the notion of really prioritizing your health, you know, not just what's comfortable, but what's really best, what you really need to do to recover and maintain, and like approach that from sort of a top-down way. All right, and there's another recipe, and if folks are interested in trying to get a recipe here from Monty, that's I'll pull my map up here for a second. Queen Claire, so true. Yes, I mean, these are, I do understand, you know, from personal experience that these are things that I sort of heard and kind of knew, but really still had to learn for myself through experience. So here's Monty's house. If folks want to get over here and try to get a recipe, and if you have any trouble finding it, you can pull up the map on your Nook phone. That GPS does function across islands. Yeah, I you know, in so many ways, I used to just take terrible care of myself in terms of like physical maintenance. The main one I just really regret is taking 20 years to start learning about sleep habits, and you know that it's not just talk, like how important sleep is. Yeah. So I understand, you know, what I realized I was trying to say the other day when I was talking about this, but like, that desire to try to give advice or, you know, pro tips as an older person, for me, it really stems so much from things that I, you know, wish I had learned earlier, or, you know, wish I'd been told, or wish I'd internalized like better, or again, just earlier as a younger person. And that's why I try to be, you know, try to give it a minute when people are talking and about things before, like bringing it around to myself, because, you know, my unresolved issues and regrets are my problem. And while I do want to help others, you know, I think I can be most effective at that if I'm not just thinking about myself. And look at the tambourine band. This is too cute. I wish I had one in my pockets right now. I'm just gonna take a quick peek into Able Sisters here. See what we have got going on. Okay, that's your week's chapter is really interesting. Making you tired. Yeah, gosh. Reading, it's funny. I mean, the amount that I read and what I read for school is something that I'm mostly pretty grateful for in hindsight. You know, I've said it before, and apologies if I ever say it too much. Like, I definitely, throughout school, I struggled a lot in kind of just different ways, either with like the academic part or with the social part, or sometimes both. And definitely as I've like gotten just farther and farther from those events. You know, it feels like I get more perspective in certain ways. And the bad parts are still bad. But there's certain parts that I appreciate more myself. Personally, you think I should wear the duck outfit, Xianlu? It would be bold. They've got pretty much everything you need in there. The eggshell, the beak, the dress up. Hey, Lemony, welcome on in. And yeah. Let me try some. Let me try something. One moment here. But yeah, some nice things there in Able Sisters. Definitely invite folks to go check that out. Oh, it doesn't let me edit this command. Well, that's a bummer. Huh. I just have to delete it and make a new one? That's odd. Okay, sorry, folks. One moment there. Okay. Are you the stream wild card? You might be. Yeah, the bot plays sounds now. And who's the present for? Look at this sharply dressed fellow. Oh, welcome. Okay, we got full baby duck. So cute. Yeah, the bot can do a few new tricks. I really am. I'm really just still trying to think about the potential. Aw, thank you so much. Of being able to drop MP3s in. It's kind of what... No bees, not yet. Oh, it's a tambourine, alright. Yeah, that's quite perfect, thank you. Thank you so much. How do you see all the commands? So there's a lot now. And I think I'm gonna have to make... How did you know that that was one? Good guess. Yeah, so yeah. Good guess on that one. I'm gonna have to make like a custom list as I set up the audio commands. I don't know if there's a way to list them plainly at the moment. And folks are having a good time, just, yeah. I won't discourage you. I don't think I'd have a... Yeah. There's not too many at the moment, to be honest. That's a good one.
Good.
Yeah, I'll put a... Alright. Big points to Lemony for guessing too now. And look at this spooky Halloween dress. Look at that outfit. Yeah, so I'll definitely be trying to add some more hider. Is hider me just saying no, please? No, please. Oh goodness, I feel like I should be saving all these guesses to try to set them up for the future. For next stream, I'll try to have a list up of what's available, and also I hope it doesn't disappoint people. I am the audio alerts or the audio bot commands. I'm going to have them like permission set to VIPs and subscribers. Okay, it looks like that one does work on yes. What I'm gonna look into, I think it would just take a little bit of setup, but I want to make a way for them to be available on channel points. Alright, that's close enough to one. Let me, Sorry, I hope these sounds aren't disturbing people too much. Let me know if the volume on them is too high, for one thing. You know, I'd like them to be audible without, you know, like, without upsetting people wearing headphones or you know, at any volumes, basically. They're a touch loud in comparison. Alright, I might just touch it a little bit down then, thank you. Well, that's up, that's not right. Yeah, okay. I'll just put that a little lower, and I see that a redemption from the prize field. I'll meet you over there. Alright, so for next time, I will make a list of the ones available. And see, what I think I can do is I think that it's going to be roundabout. I'll see if there's a way I can make them work on channel points. It might be roundabout, but yeah, I'll leave crickets as it is, but I do want to keep them mostly available to VIPs and subscribers. Yes, Hazy, that's correct. I set up a new Twitch bot yesterday, and at the moment where folks are having some fun guessing at what's available. And there is going to be somewhat of a loose condition on not doing it too much, because then we'll have to, then I'll have to think about it. And you don't want to make me think about it. But yeah, let's get our screens in there. And I'll have to add. I will definitely be adding more in there. Hey Trade. Welcome in. Can I get one that says Baba Booey? I would not. That is, I think, a registered trademark. That is a fully some radio show thing. And I'm only gonna slightly steal other people's gags. Only here and there steal some people's gags. Alright. Let me see. Here's another one for you. Oh, and that does seem like it would be useful. This is fun. Oh yeah, and before I forget, I've been asking people as they come in here, what you working on? Trade. If you feel like sharing. I'm just asking, you know, whether it's something in a game or in real life. Alright, Clap is also, I wonder why some of them are working like... So these are supposed to be restricted to VIPs and subscribers. No offense, Matthew. I really hope you don't take it as like me being mad or, you know, targeting you. I'm just... You technically shouldn't be able to be activating these, so I'm wondering why you are able to. No worries. And yeah, we definitely need a boo. We need some spooky... like, I'm gonna need to find or possibly license a whole bunch of, like, haunted house sound effects for sure. Ah, Lemony's gonna die. Bye-bye, Lemony. Thanks for popping in here. Hope you have a good day. And Trade is working on getting to Gold in League of Legends. Haven't played New Horizons in a bit. Yeah, no worries. That's definitely, I'm asking about other games. I realize I've definitely seen just people, oh, no worries, Sion. Stepping on a flower, you know. Like, I've said it before. I certainly ask people to try to avoid them, but if it happens, you know, hey, it's gonna grow back. You can't, make dead, okay. I'll have to find a good one for that. I think this... That's probably the closest, I think. That's probably the most appropriate. Oh, don't worry, Sion. Really. It'll be back in a couple of days. And I just appreciate you letting me know. But, super, you are 100% forgiven. Go catch 5 fish in a row. Hey, that's a different challenge. I've never gotten that one before, I don't think. Kazoo. Oh, maybe we need to get some kazoo recording. Hey, thank you, Marsville. That's what I'm saying. Let's get some kazoo recordings going. It was a pink rose too, your favorite? Oh, that's okay. Look, there's more right there. It's like a non-joke, but I really could have named this island Rosemont or Rosemount with how many roses grow on here. But yeah, good luck, Trade. I've never played League of Legends. I actually don't think I've ever played a MOBA. I don't have anything against them. I'm not gonna hate on them or anything like that at all. I just have not played one. I believe I have Dota too. But those, like, just what I guess I would say what I've heard about, like, the approachability of those games has discouraged me from trying to, like, casually try them out or anything like that. And Oarfish off the bat, that's pretty cool. Rosemount sounds like a fun last name for an OC, yeah. Oh, it's so toxic, should stay away. Only reason you play is because you've been playing for years. I do hear the toxicity is a big problem. Gosh, well, good luck to you. Yeah, I mean, I think, honestly, if I try a MOBA, the one that they announced for Pokemon, I forget the name of it, but it might actually, I think, honestly, you know, I think Tencent might be, like, co-developing that or something like that. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I was gonna try that. Might be that. What is it? A massive online battle arena, I believe is what MOBA stands for. Good question. And it's a genre of, like, I think it's pretty much all PvP, player versus player. And correct me on any, like, you know, explain better if you can. Feel free to. But basically, you pick characters with abilities, and you have to like take points on an arena, and you're competing with another team on that arena. And so what I always hear is like a big deal, and is like the common feature is these arenas kind of have lanes to the other side. So usually it's like a strategy for being able to like occupy or deny or, you know, retake like points on this arena. And I think probably also a win condition is like being able to take out the enemy base. Is that a thing? Now I'm really in conjecture. Really hit the limit of what I know about this this genre of game that yeah, nothing against it, just I haven't played it. I haven't really watched any either. Pokemon Masters, okay, that's the one. And whoa, hey, oh hey, Hyrule Gaming Group. Holy cow, hey there, welcome, welcome. I don't know how I missed that for a second there. Welcome to the stream. So good to have you in here. How's it going? The question I'm asking everybody is, what are you working on? Or should I call you Hylian Descent? I'm sorry, I feel like I should know by now. Yeah, whether you're working on something in a game, if you're taking a break from Animal Crossing, doing something else, working on something in real life, or hey, if you're working on nothing. I'm just curious. Either works, you got it. Yeah, absolutely. Always try to get names down. I get mixed up here and there. Always let people know. I try to do my best. And I'm always, will try to accept corrections with just grace and honestly gratitude. I'd rather be, you know, told when I'm getting something wrong. Just relaxing this morning, gonna play some Mega Man. Oh, awesome. Oh, excuse me one sec. Yeah, thank you very much. Let me dig that up. Missed these fossils earlier somehow. Mega Man is like... It's one of those series that for me, it's one that I want to play the most, but is legit too difficult for me. The precision of it is something that I'm not good at. And just not putting myself down, you know, just knowing my limitations after all these years. Like the precision platforming, I really respect it, and I cannot do it. But I load up the soundtracks sometimes, and just check those out. Really, I think some of the best soundtracks in video games. Which Mega Man's you gonna be playing? Always curious to hear that. The one I really want to give a go of is X though. I haven't given X a proper try yet. And I'll, you know, at some point I want to load that up and just try to even, you know, save state, rewind my way through it. If that came on SNES Online, that would be super convenient. Oh, and I'm sorry, I missed what Trade said before. Yeah, you do have the lanes, you gotta boink the bad guys. And you better not get boinked or your teammates will call you Garbo, yeah. It's tough with the team-based games. It's one thing I really like, the team-based games that do like the quick chats now, where you can turn voice off and still get a lot done just with like pings and quick chat. Soundtrack's easily half the reason you're playing them. Oh, they're so good. They're just, yeah, they're so good. Your nickname in Fortnite is Garbo Girl? I haven't heard that one, Mars Girl. I would have words for anybody calling you that. There's CJ. I think I want to hold on to this oarfish, though. I'd like to get a model of that one. Maybe I'll just, Oh yeah, right, I can't play stuff while people are here. You know, my expertise at this game after about, you know, 600 hours of playing, I think, about now. Oh, the X-Series got that collection on Switch. How did I forget that? Yeah, they've been doing those Mega Man collections. Well, I will stand by what I said though. It sure would be convenient if they put it on SNES Online anyway. I don't see much chance of that. But hey. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's it's funny to me that I saw in Rocket League in the patch notes with the big free-to-play update that's coming out. They're changing some defaults, which is interesting. They're changing some default controls. And they're also finally turning Rocket League's in-game voice chat off by default, which is it's funny and interesting to me, just kind of on a few degrees. You know, I'm not the oldest Rocket League player. Some people have been playing since the previous game that preceded it, but was more or less the same thing on PS3. I think it was called Supersonic Acrobatic Jet Rocket-Powered Battle Cars. I think that was the title. Not catchy enough. You can see how just the move to Rocket League as a name was such a good call. I want to drop a couple of things in here for now if I can. Yeah, I'll place that for now, actually. What was I saying? But at least, yes, so the time that I've been playing Rocket League, though, the last, since 2016, the in-game voice chat has always been kind of a meme. It's always been just slightly a joke. The quality is terrible. And, because it runs on the Rocket League servers, there were briefly times and problems where if everybody used the voice chat at once, you could actually make the server performance tank. You could you could drastically reduce the server's performance by exploiting just by using the voice chat too much. But it's almost impossible to understand people who do use the in-game voice chat, and most people just turn it off. And look like the gay guy in Modern Family. Which one? Mitchell probably, right? Yeah, I guess with the red beard. I'll take it. I did watch a whole bunch of Modern Family. I've got my problems with it, but I guess I did enjoy it for a while. And yeah, gay's not banned here. Gay is the opposite of banned. Well, encouraged. It's not mandatory. But well, there's a gay couple that's one of the main focuses of the show, Cameron and Mitchell, and that is it's funny, the way Modern Family worked, at least for the 5 seasons or whatever that I watched of it, is it mostly focuses on 3 sort of interconnected family units. But there's Cameron and Mitchell, who hope it's not a spoiler, but they end up adopting a daughter, and that's nice. There's the typical heteronormative nuclear family of, you know, dad, mom, 2 daughters, and a son, who are okay, but definitely for me it was the least interesting part. And then there's a older couple of what's his name, the guy who used to be on that show, and then he has a young attractive wife that's seems not necessarily age appropriate, but her son, she brings a son from a previous marriage, or maybe not a marriage, I'm not sure. And Manny's a great character. Manny was like one of my favorites because Manny was like, I didn't have the guts to be Manny when I was young, or I would have been a lot more like Manny. I was Manny on the inside, I think. In a lot of ways. Oh yeah, boy, just reminding me that I did watch a lot of Modern Family for a while. Haven't checked in on it in a bit. Is it still on? Before Manx we were Manny. That's close. Before I was Manx-a-lot, I was Mankey. That's where that handle comes from. It is over. Okay, yeah, I was just thinking, like, how old would those kids be at this point? I mean, when I stopped watching, it was like years ago, and I think at least one or two of the daughters were in college, or were heading to college, or one had dropped out of college? Again, I hope hope these aren't spoilers for folks. Shot the last episode, not sure if it aired yet. Oh, okay. Been looking for a background TV show. Yeah, I mean, it really does have some solid jokes. You know, it's a pretty white sitcom from what I recall, but pretty solid jokes. Oh, how are we doing on time? I feel like today's been one of those that's just racing on. Yes, alright. We're good. We got 20 minutes here or so. Oh boy. What am I working on? So let's take a look. You know, one thing I wanted to be prepared for here, but you know, in terms of behind the scenes stuff, yesterday I was working on getting all of my bot commands transferred over and making sure that I had full capabilities. Oh, and this is like unbelievably delayed. But while I'm talking about that, I think I ought to do a couple of shout outs here for folks who have been in here, and we're going to be heading over to Queen Claire 101 in a moment. Probably. We'll get our raid on going in there in 20 minutes or so for folks who feel like sticking around. And I certainly suggest for anybody who's not following her yet, you really ought to. A wonderful Animal Crossing streamer for a family-friendly audience, which is something I really appreciate, and being able to direct, you know, my regulars and my chat in there has been, well, it's one of my favorite things. Just great being able to blend in there, and then that's where I spend most of my day after I'm done streaming. And I've also had a great deal of pleasure checking out Hyrule Gaming Group. I hope I spelled everything right there. I think so. Mostly, yeah, I've been catching those Animal Crossing streams. And I know we did a couple raids in there, so folks might remember that as well. Another great streamer. Just really, these are people, both people that I watch and try to draw some inspiration from personally. And very much in terms of, I see them just being themselves in a full and authentic manner, and that's what I endeavor for. You know, it's interesting. I do think, like, you know, I wish I had this energy. I wish I could project more energy sometimes. And definitely, depending on the morning, especially with how sleep can be for me, sometimes I just have to be more reserved. Gotta keep that internal flame guarded and lit and all that. But like, I still like I watch them and I think, even if I don't have to be them, I can be myself, and that's being that's being like these people I admire. Definitely give them a follow. Check them out when they're on. And going back to Queen Claire, that evening stream yesterday was a lot of fun. It's wasn't supposed to, Alien almost out of his own league, totally. Yeah. Those streams just have such amazing vibes. And I mean wonderful communities, and that's the thing that I feel like I stream for more than anything myself. I mean, I have a desire to show things off and do things. I need to get more furniture in here. Any other shoutouts I should do here? Hey, I should shout out Hazy View as well. And a lot of what I was saying, I think I can just directly apply to Hazy as well. Who's a newer streamer, for sure, but I think from what I've seen, has been getting off to a very strong start. I love those Mario Kart 8 streams, I really do. Yeah, I getting to see what Animal Crossing streamers do additionally is something I've been enjoying a lot. And getting to see that Sims 4 play was a lot of fun. And Oxygen not included, like I wish I could have been just more attentive during that, because it was very interesting. I mean, just so much deeper than I would have really ever expected. It's a game title I had definitely heard around, but never seen gameplay of Oxygen not included. And we were actually just watching kind of around the dinner table and exclaiming to ourselves here and there. Getting there. Oh yeah, absolutely, Hazy. Any other shoutouts to get for folks? Any other streamers in here at the moment that I'm not aware of? Let me know. That's something I'm curious to hear about. Folks I feel like I've gotten super polite about talking about their own streams. I mean, I've noticed where, I've been in streams where, like, the word stream is actually banned from chat. Just, like, I think to keep a lid on self-promotion and things like that. So I know, like, the tendency is to keep it maybe on the lowdown until there's a direct question about it. So if anybody was waiting for that opportunity, here it is. And hey, see you later, folks. Thanks for coming over. It was great to have our little tambourine band. And my mouth is already busy running, but I'm just kind of going through here and thinking about what I want to get done. A lot of these rooms I have claimed, and what I was saying, oh, bye, Trade, see you later. Hope you take care and have a good one. Kind of got me onto that, the shoutouts and that whole slight tangent there. Was that, I'd like to have just a document up, maybe just a notepad up or something, and start planning these rooms out. A lot of them I have I do have them kind of planned. I want this to be a reception hall with, with some arcade machines. But what kind of a place to check in kind of thing. Well, I try to make a VR room like a holodeck. That is what I'm thinking with this back room here. I want this to be the VR arcade room, and you can see I've got most of the desktops ready. I've got some of the HMDs, the head-mounted displays, the VR goggles are ready. I don't know if I I guess one of these in here does make sense. But yeah, I'm gonna space them out a little bit, you know. I'm still thinking about how I want to do this. I might actually bring these in and do them back to back. And that will sort of make it look, and I think could make it work as if it's kind of a LAN configuration, you know, as if you're going to a LAN party or something as well. So I don't think I will do a separate dedicated LAN room. But a couple of these rooms are still not planned out. Let you know if I need any floors or wallpapers. Thank you so much. That's definitely going to be... I'm going to have a lot of fun figuring that out. One of these is going to have to... I'll have to grab the design codes for the people who did the Gaylord Convention Center carpets and stuff. Because I'd love to have that tribute to MagFest in there. So in terms of planned out rooms, I guess I just have these 3 right now that I know definitely what I want to do. This is going to be like the birthday room, you know, the place you rent out and have your party in here. So I'll have to put some chairs in here and some other things, a lot of garlands. I'm going to need a ton of party garlands, or festive garlands, or whatever they call them. That'll just take a bit of time. And yeah, in classic fashion, and this is how I think I remember it being when I was a kid, that these would have vending machines, but then, you know, parents would like bring their own food and snacks. And there would typically be like a fridge or something there for you to use. So I like, this is getting off to a good start in my book. An extra pink popcorn machine, that might be nice. The corners are going to be getting full in there, but that might be really good. I wish that there were consoles of any type in this game. Oh, I guess there are Switches. Maybe I'll... Yeah, I might have a Switch console room then. You know, for like Smash Brothers tournaments, like a Smash Brothers Splatoon tournament room. Yeah, it took me a second there to remember that one. So I might do that in here. Maybe this will be a Smash Brothers party room. You know, put some like couches. Some TVs. And maybe, you know, maybe like a computer and a camera in the corner. You know, for when you want to stream the tournament. Yeah, alright, I like that idea. That might be a Switch room then. Little radios or the laptops. The laptop, I think I'm going to be using that as the like counter prop. That's a fun idea though. And I don't know what to do with the basement. I was planning on recreating the basement one-to-one with how it was over in my other house. But I don't know, I'm just thinking about it. I'm really thinking about that one. Oh, you think the tiny radios kind of look like the Wonder Swan and such? Yeah, kind of Game Gear-y. Kind of like a Game Gear a bit. Some guy said in the college discussion forum that he uses Grammarly. Why would you out yourself like that? That's a that's a good question. And what I'm thinking, yeah, I have not used Grammarly myself. But yeah, all I know about like any of those tools is that it's not an end-all be-all. Takes some extra work, I think. But I haven't used Grammarly, I don't think. And hey, Chromatica, welcome. How are you doing today? And the question I've been asking everybody today, well, I'm always interested, but I'm just making a point of it, is what you're working on. Anything on or in a game? Or something in real life? Or maybe you're working on nothing. I'm curious. Depends on the professor, to be honest. That makes sense. I remember I had professors who, for certain assignments, would require that we do use either like certain tools or resources. Not like Grammarly or things like that, but like, you know, require going to the writing center, or I know sometimes like certain plagiarism checkers, maybe. Although I think mostly professors just submit those on their end at this point. And we're pretty close to the end here, so I'm gonna close my gates up. Been playing a lot of 3D All-Stars, trying to get some stuff in life fixed and etc. That sounds good. Both of those sound like really good things to be working on. 3D All-Stars sounds like a lot of fun, honestly. I've been enjoying the clips I've been seeing people share on Twitter and such. Bringing back both some good and some bad memories of those games. If you all know what I mean. What have I been up to? I've been working on stream stuff for sure. Finally I've had things pick up with my day job a little bit. Very glad that I've got some things that I can jump on kind of right away after streaming. Some actual editorial work, some actual papers to proofread and edit, format, get ready for publication, which is... Oh, I should have looked at this before. My apologies to Matthew and Sheep Squad. Thank you for this nice post on my bulletin board, and thank you, Sian, as well. This art is so nice. I wish I had looked at this before they had headed out. I'll have to try to say my thanks next time. And I still have not remembered to translate that Morse code. I forget if someone else did. I need to start leaving notes for myself, honestly. Like, I need to grab myself a physical whiteboard and bring it up into my room. I love a good whiteboard. There's something about that where for certain things, it's almost the only way for me to, like, think things out. Oh, thanks for asking, Chromatica. When am I gonna stream Pikmin again? Oh, I missed my streak yesterday. So this afternoon, I'll announce it again. This is a terrible answer, but the next thing I'm doing a second stream of is I'm doing a Rocket League stream this evening, about 7 hours from now, which is going to be 7.5 hours. It's going to be about 5:30 my time, Eastern Daylight Time, and everybody's invited to join who has a console that is able to download and run it. It's going free to play. Now it's just going to be a celebration stream for Rocket League. If the evening stream goes well, if things go alright tomorrow, I'd love to get Pikmin in as another evening stream. So potentially Thursday or Friday. At the latest, I'll stream Pikmin again Saturday morning, like, basically guaranteed. At the very latest. I really do want to be doing it more often. Doing it like once a week like this has been... it's a lot of friction, like getting back in and out of the game. And especially now that it's picking up and getting a little bit more tense. I wish I was playing it more regularly. Also, you've been trying to stream Pikmin on Sundays. That's awesome. Well, you know, don't let my schedule ever interfere. I don't know if that was at all a thought in your head, but definitely, definitely stream on your time as well. Pikmin on stream is a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm starting to get stressed out with it. I went in, somebody dropped a lot of wrapped presents here. How about that? Who did that? Who did that? I'm looking around. Who could have done that? Thank you, whoever. Which Pikmin are you trying to stream, Chromatica, by the way? I've been doing the Wii version, you might have noticed. It seems like pretty minor differences between the GameCube and the Wii version. Probably just a matter of preference. Yes, I am playing the Wii one. The main thing that I heard, like when I pulled up a list to compare them, is that some of the Pikmin AI is supposed to be just slightly improved in certain situations in the Wii version, and I thought that sounded good. But I don't know how significant it really is compared to the GameCube original. Vadis looked great in that heart sweater. Yes, it matches her so nicely. Thank you. I agree. And Doc, I'm sorry. I sure hope that you can get this for, get it for your birthday. Or work your way, get something towards it for your birthday or something. Sure would like to see you in here, and appreciate you joining us. So Chromatica trying to stream the first one, Pikmin 2 after, and Pikmin 3 Deluxe when it comes out next month. Yeah, that's awesome. That's like my vague ambitions would also be to do Pikmin 1, 2, and 3 all on my Wii U here. Just got them all lined up on there basically. And you do think it controls better with the Wii controls? I haven't played much of the GameCube one, but the Wii controls are pretty good. It definitely feels like my problems with them are me, like, getting the hang of them more than anything. And hey, thank you folks for leaving that painting on the ground. I forgot to pick that up. And I do have to end here. I heard that 10 o'clock bell. But I want to run in here since I've got 2 new pieces of art since the last time we were in here. And then I do believe I saw the Queen Claire going live notification, so for people who want to stick around, I think that's where we'll be heading next. Oh, this is looking so good. Just, oh my gosh, it warms my heart. Once this is full, I don't know, maybe I'll just spend all my time in here. And since we're in the museum also, I think we'll do one of our classic callback endings and actually finish the stream up in the butterfly room, which is one of my favorites. It's going to be a hard toss-up, unlike my favorite museum rooms between the art gallery and the butterfly room. Yeah, thanks so much everyone for being here. I hope the rest of your day is good, or peaceful, or restful, or maybe some combination of those. I hope you can find some peace and rest. Wait, I went the wrong way. My bad, but I'm gonna pull up the ending screen here. And just another quick reminder that I'm planning on coming back in 7.5 hours. 5:30 p.m. my time, Eastern Daylight Time. And fingers crossed that the Rocket League servers are going to be functioning. If they're not, Plan B probably would be Pikmin. If we really can't get any games going, Plan B would be Pikmin, I think. Or Fortnite? I don't know. But thanks so much, folks. Please do take care. I will also be back again tomorrow morning with more Animal Crossing. Oh. And I'm starting that raid. Oh yes, if do stick around, say hi to Queen Claire. I'll be in there moderating for probably most of the day. Most likely the entire, her entire stream. So I hope I see you in there. But take care. Please do take care. and I hope I see you again soon.